Y'all are the quickest we've had.
We got a tough game tomorrow. We got to get ready to play.
We gotta get ready. I gotta get
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, we are ready to begin. As a reminder, please no filming of any kind. We'll take opening comments from Coach and then questions for the players. Coach?
Yeah, I mean, that was round 3, and Tennessee and Vanderbilt's had some terrific games this year. And, it's two teams that, are evenly matched, and I just love our will to be able to pull out these last 2. And then, it's hard to beat a team in back-to-back games and where we were. And I just thought our guys, they played super aggressive. I love that they were just attacking the entire time, just their mentality. It was fun to coach them. Heck of a game. And, we're fortunate to be able to move on. And we know as you keep going on and it gets tougher and tougher, we're going to wake up tomorrow. There's going to be 4 SEC teams here. We're one of them. So we got to defend the national champs at a tough game, and we'll prep quick.
Okay, please raise your hand. We'll get you a mic. We'll start on the right.
Duke Miles, Jill Jelnick, Fox 17 Sports. Season high 30 for you tonight. What was working so well for you? What were you feeling out there?
I was just feeling the energy, honestly. I came into the game, we had a big emphasis on, just rebounding, defending, and just bringing energy. So, I just try to bring that to the game.
Front center.
Yeah, Tyler, what was it like having a teammate like Duke, go off the way that he did?
Yeah, I've seen it a lot of times before. Nothing surprising. He was just such a good leader for us tonight. Even if you look past the stat sheet, like he brought that energy, he brought that fight that we needed to get that dub, and that carried over to all of me and my teammates so we could come out with the win.
Left center.
For both Tyler and Duke, how important do you guys think the defense was down the stretch? There was a run, maybe 3-4 possessions where you guys got turnovers, were able to score off it, kind of get the lead back.
I'll go first. It was very important. Simple fact, stops in the we push on locks. We try to get 5 locks a game. There's 3 stops in a row. But it was big because down the stretch, teams that come down, they get comfortable. They draw fouls, and it kind of slowed the pace down. So when we get steals and we get be able to run, we be able to stop their run, and we can go in transition and convert them points.
Right center.
Yeah, I know.
Coach Byington, you held Nate Ament to only 1 field goal made today. How important was Tyler Nichols' defense on him down the stretch?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Tyler Nichols' name. His defense was great. He's known for other things. I think he took pride. It's 2 good players from the state of Virginia. And obviously, Nate's a terrific player. And I thought Tyler Nichols got us going and other guys helped out. But, we watched him play yesterday, and he came back and he wasn't rusty at all and had a terrific game. And so to be able to limit his scoring was huge for us. And wish we kept him off the foul line a little better, but the other parts are really good.
As a reminder, questions for players only right now.
For both Tyler and also Duke, coming off that double bye, a little bit of a slow start for both teams. How did you feel you were able to settle in quickly, and what's the key to making sure first thing tomorrow against Florida that energy is right there as it was today?
Tyler, if you would take that question first.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a fight. We knew we were going to have to grind it out with Tennessee, a really good team. Doesn't play as fast as us, but we just wanted to stay in the game. We knew our energy could overthrow that, and as we continued to play, we started scoring, making plays. So down the stretch, they helped out.
Duke?
Yeah, just to, piggyback on what Tyler said, we already knew the game that was going to be physical, and so it was going to be a low-scoring game. So we just had to keep beating and fighting and, grinding positions out. And we knew it was going to be one position at a time. They're a very high-level team, and we high-level as well, so it was going to be a low-scoring game.
Any more questions for the players? Gentlemen, you're dismissed.
Oh, no. It's in and out.
Okay, we'll start left center.
Yeah, Mark, I know you said coming into the season that a goal was to improve defensively from last year to this year. Do you feel like that showed up in the second half? You guys kind of took over the game there on that end of the floor.
Well, I think the defense shows up in a lot of ways. It shows up in tournament games. It shows up in road games. And so, we finished the last 3 on the road. I thought we played really good defense the previous game against Tennessee. And it takes everything. We kind of anticipated not getting off to a great start. You look at the teams that had a bye that played a team the day before. And yesterday, every team that had a bye was down at halftime. And the only team that won was Tennessee. And so we really tried to put more emphasis on our defense to hopefully kind of calm it down till our offense came around. And luckily, our offense did come around.
Front, center, right.
Yeah, Mark, it's usually Tyler being the one that takes over games. So how good was it to see that you have another player in Duke who's able to take over a game like that?
Yeah, I mean, he started looking like himself, I think, last week, and rhythm-wise and pace. And then the ball was in his hands was just comfort to everybody. He had a great pace to his game, making decisions. He can make passes and score. But he started right away. Got a layup for us right away, and just the entire game of big shots and big moments. We lean on Tyler Tanner a ton, and everybody knows that. But there's other capable guys out there as well, and so for Duke to have a big night, that's not surprising for anybody in our locker room.
Front left.
Sam Subsey, Arkansas Traveler. Coach, Florida comes into tomorrow having won 12 games in a row. When you have a team like that that's on such a hot streak, how do you make sure that mentally you're not, I guess, thinking of that and thinking of that being daunting? How do you make sure your team just prepares for it like it's any other game?
Yeah, I mean, they're, whatever you want to say, the hottest team in the country. And we don't have to beat them 12 times. We got to try to beat them once. And, we had a really good game in Memorial Gymnasium earlier this year. That could have went either way. It felt like it was a long time ago. I think they're a different team. I think they're better than what they were when we played at Memorial. But I think we got capability of being better than we were that night too. So I know they're playing for a 1 seed. I think they're deserving. They're one of the best teams in the country. And so we're going to take a shot tomorrow and see what we got.
Front right.
Yes, so for most of the time since Duke's come back from injury, you had him coming off the bench, but then the last game and then this game you moved him back into the starting lineup. What was kind of the reasoning for that?
Yeah, it might be the Ole Miss game too. I'm not 100%, but so, it's one of those things where we had the big lineup. I thought we were good in a lot of areas, rebounding and defense, but you see the offensive burst that we can get with Duke, and it just makes everybody better. He can find other guys in shots. I didn't want him to kind of lose his rotation because of an injury. He fought through an injury for much of the year. And so we just had to get him back in rhythm, get our team in rhythm, and I think we're there now.
Mark.
Back right.
Mark, we always hear coaches talk about how they want their team playing the best to their best potential in March. Safe to say you love the way your team is playing right now? Is this where you envisioned and hoped they would be at this point in the season?
Yeah, I mean, we're winning a way that sometimes isn't beautiful, but as a coach, it does feel beautiful. We're winning grinded out, tough, physical games that are hard fought. And, I mean, just to get a rebound in this game was difficult. And it doesn't get any easier tomorrow. I think luckily for us, with Tennessee and Florida, they're probably the 2 most physical teams in the country, and we got them on back-to-back nights. So we got to recover quick. But I like our mentality right now that we can win in kind of ugly style games, which a lot of the tournament games are like that, or road games are like that. So we'll need it again.
Back left.
Duke is obviously going to get a lot of the love after this game, but you talked about Tyler a little bit. How much easier does he make your job in preparing for some of these tough games when you have a creator like that?
Tyler Tanner? Yeah. It's almost now where he has trouble surprising me, but he's just a special player. He's everything that you want and somebody be a leader of your team and an all-conference player. He cares about our team. He cares about his teammates. He cares about winning. And I just love his fearlessness. I mean, he's getting better and better as we keep on going. He's still young, but he's a special person, special player.
Time for one more question. Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.